All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. Today, we're going to be talking about some of the money that's been going to some of these groups, these NGOs, these people that we didn't really know that we're getting money from, and some of the activities that they were doing, which are, frankly, un-American. Welcome to PrepperNow.
Please, Lord, help me get one more.
All right, friends, thanks so much for being here. Hit the buttons and stuff. Hopefully you like the earlier video. This correlates to what we were talking about over there. Basically, we have had our money for a long time taken and put into NGOs. These are non-governmental organizations. These are the kind of things that Mr. Soros and others have put their money, their time, their efforts into to go and basically run amok and to cause chaos for political ends. So there are a couple of these. One is called the Peace Institute, and there's another that is called Beautiful Trouble. These are groups that are basically run by radicals. And there's a lady, I'm not going to mention her name, but they have just had their offices raided by Doge and the FBI because effectively what they're doing is they're the ones that are really fomenting a lot of these anti-police, anti-Israel, anti-establishment kind of activities on our campuses, one of which is, of course, Columbia University. So you're starting to see some pushback and them go after that. And, of course, they're all really not having a good go of things right now because of the ending of the funding of USAID and other sources of money. But essentially what these groups are what I have been talking about, kind of communist in nature, but definitely the tactics of overthrowing governments and trying to do what has been done in other countries, trying to get that kind of a color revolution type style over here in America, using university campuses and other places to radicalize and weaponize some of our youngins. So it's kind of funny. I'm right now going in and doing a course on the CCP and the Great Leap Forward and all of that. I actually, way back in the day, I really wanted to be an educator on Asia and China specifically. The problem was I didn't speak Mandarin. So we went with this general history because it was the path of least resistance. But if you know anything about some of the tactics that have happened through communist movements, through Russia, through China, through others, they have a playbook. This is a rules for radicals kind of thing. This is Alinsky and all of that. These people, Weather Underground, they have a playbook of which they go by to basically disrupt and to try to take over a society. Now, the good news is that here in America, we're kind of waking up to this. We understand these tactics now, and they're not quite as, they don't have the ability to be as insidious as they used to. And I know people will come here and say, oh, well, it's two sides of the same bird, blah, blah, blah. I get that. And there are certain things in our government that are like that. But these are hardcore leftists, and these are people that really do want to cloward and pivot this country into a way that would bring in their type of a utopia, to which you and I would call a dystopia, of a leftist-run communist form of government for America. We are seeing this all over. It's going to ramp up. It's going to get more. This is why you're seeing the attacks on dealerships. This is why you're seeing other information sources. They're not stupid. They've really worked over the last 20, 30, 40 years to get people into higher areas of our institutions, be that corporate, government, whatever, so they can control the way things are going. Well, now this is starting to be dismantled. There's an attempt to go in and stop all this. And this is kind of what the message was when Mr. Trump got into office, and is really came out the gate running, starting with USAID. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew that this is a group, this is a funding source for a lot of these radicals, and they're very dangerous to America. So when you see these judges and everything going and trying to stop this, the shutdown of a lot of these groups, honestly, they're on their side, and they're trying to foment the color revolution of America in the forms of hardcore socialism and communism. Things are really moving in an interesting way. There is a full disruption. And on my earlier video, as I said, watch your six, these people are not going to go away. Their tactics are violent, they are funded, and they have a network of people that are not fully known. And as things get dismantled more and more, the more and more they're going to come back scratching and fighting to reclaim their control, because they're losing it. So this thread that I read about this Peace Institute and Beautiful Trouble, they are just some of the groups that are out there trying to basically cloward and pivot America into a state that is crumbling at its institution base and turning into something that we don't recognize, something that could easily be taken over from within by these communist radicals and others of that kind of political flavor. These are things that we have to stop. These are the kind of things that we need awareness on. This is the kind of stuff that people need to know is going on, because if they keep going in the trajectory that they were until they somehow got beaten back in 2024's popularity contest, they could come back in a really nasty way and really change this country forever. And we don't want that, because we all know that America is supposed to be a place of freedom. It's supposed to be a place where you have the right to protect yourself. It's supposed to be a place where you have the right to say whatever you say. These are the people that are going after your ability to speak, your ability to protect yourself, the ability to have safe communities that are, having, proper funding of police. They wanted to defund the police. These are the people that are doing it. And now that their sources and money are getting taken away, they're starting to go crazy. So keep watching this and keep exposing and letting people know that this is a dangerous time right now, because these are the kind of people that are trying to foment that kind of a color revolution in America. They're really going to start to go crazy and go for it, because they're losing their power. So you should watch your six, and we should be worried about the destruction from within, because there's more groups than you would ever know are out there that have been funded for a long time, and now sunlight's starting to come onto them, and they're gonna go for broke. Friends, thanks so much for being here. Please consider being a member. We'll be doing more videos. God bless you all. Hit the like button and stuff, and we will see you on the next one. We'll probably do another one tonight, and yeah, really appreciate you. Thanks for your comments on doing the video in the morning, and have a great day. God bless.